The explosive plays that they've given up this season, all part of the story during this 0-4 start.
But to me, again, it's critical situation football at the end of games and in big moments. They haven't been able to finish and make the play.
Flacco pulls it back, puts some air under it. Wide open is Pierce. Massive breakdown, and it's Pierce in. Touchdown. Joe Flacco brings them all the way back in front of a stunned crowd here in Jacksonville. "65 yards, and again it's Pierce. Point after by Gay and the Indianapolis Colts. Without Anthony Richardson, without Jonathan Taylor, all you need is Flacco.
Unbelievable.
2 touchdowns in the blink of an eye. 65 yards to Alec Pierce.
This is 3 deep coverage. All right, you got the safety. He's shaded. He should be in the middle of the field. The corner to the top of the screen doesn't cover his third. The offensive line gives Flacco the time that he needs. And Alec Pierce, unused for 3 quarters, 3 3/4. All of a sudden, 3 plays in a row just rips the heart out of the Jacksonville defense.
The Colts look dead in the water, but Joe Flacco, who has found the fountain of youth, the NFL's reigning comeback player of the year, leads them to 17 points in the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds, and we are tied here in Jacksonville. Just stunning. Two minutes and 40 seconds left in regulation, and this has been the story all season with the exception of that Buffalo game. Jacksonville has been in some tightly contested games.
Well, you go back to Cleveland, defense had a chance to get off the field on 3rd down. You had multiple chances last week, offensively and defensively. And as brilliant as Trevor Lawrence has played today in this game, he's got to be at his best right now to avoid a catastrophe.
Lawrence, 337 yards passing, desperately needs something right here. This is Dearness Johnson out of the backfield. Evaded the initial tackler. Johnson, the 60-year runner, picks up 8. Good drive starter for the Jags with 2:23 left.
Yeah, one thing to remember, if you're Trevor Lawrence, okay, all you need is a field goal. So you got just over 2 minutes left. You have 2 of your timeouts. You don't have to press. Just take what the defense gives you, and you should be able to drive and put your football team in position. No reason to get greedy and press and try to make something happen.
2-minute warning in Jacksonville. The Jags and the Colts deadlocked on CBS. Just wild to think it's been more than 10 months since Trevor Lawrence won a game as Jacksonville starter. That game in Houston got them to 8-3, and then the free fall began for this Jacksonville franchise. That's a first down run there by Bigsby. And there's Cam Little, the rookie whom they took with the 6th round pick out of Arkansas. He hit a 53-yarder arch on opening day against Miami, but hasn't been in this potential game-winning situation.
Listen, if I'm Gus Bradley right now, you've blitzed Trevor Lawrence 3 times in this game. Your defensive line hasn't been able to sniff him. You have 2 pressures. To me, you have to speed up Trevor Lawrence's clock. And I believe you have to put it on your corners, and you have to come after him and force him to make a play.
Fresh set of downs. Lawrence, as they work with 2 timeouts, slings it to the far side, completes. That's the tight end, Farrell. Knocked out of bounds. Clock running. Chris Lamons was there for the Colts. It's a pickup of 11. First down, Jacksonville.
Well, they did blitz, but really nice job for Trevor Lawrence not to panic, to sit there, find his guy. You just got to be able to tackle in the open field.
So now about 10 yards away from Little's target line. Arch, any surprise that the Colts are not using a timeout here?
I am a little surprised, yes.
40 seconds left and counting, both.
Again, I would blitz.
Lawrence, near side. Open is his man, Kirk. Trevor Lawrence on time, on target. They pick up 14. First down, Jacksonville.
I love what Trevor Lawrence did here. Again, yes, they blitz, and very calmly, the Colts bring one extra player that they can't block. Lawrence sees where he has to go, gets the ball out on time and on target, and makes the play that he has to make. He has really played well today in every phase of the game, especially when he has to be at his best right now.
New career high for Lawrence, 371 passing yards. Back to the ground game here with Bigsby, 26 seconds left. And now we'll get a timeout here. And everyone's going to catch their breath, at least for the moment, as Shane Steichen takes his first timeout. A reminder to stay tuned. We'll have the NFL Today update delivered by Little Caesars, time permitting. We'll get you all the latest NFL scores and highlights. From right here, it would be a 48-yard field goal attempt for Little, the rookie. And Doug Peterson paces that Jacksonville sideline. Peterson, of course, had to deal with some pointed questions this week. A report that he has lost the locker room. He was defiant in our conversation with him. He said, look, the guy who filed that report has never stepped foot in our locker room.
You know, I do think you have to be careful. I've always said, unless you're in the building, unless you're around the players and the coaches, you really don't know what the true story is.
2nd and 9. This is Bigsby, and he is buried.
Well, that's good for the Colts to be able to force a tackle for a loss. The more you could push them back and put the pressure on the young kicker, the better for your defense.
And remember, Arch, it's been raining all day. The playing field slippery. We've seen multiple players lose their footing, so you got to consider the plant leg now. And a rookie, again, who has never been in this position, a potential game-winning kick in the closing seconds. And with that loss of yardage, it would be a 50-yard attempt.
Every little bit counts.
Was the pun intended there?
It's always intended with me. I am an intentional punter.
Arch, what's more important here, yards or clock if you're Jacksonville?
I would say, you know, Indianapolis is going to call their timeout, so it really doesn't matter. You just can't have a negative play.
One play to get a little bit closer as Dearness Johnson picks up a yard. And the tackle on the play by Grover Stewart. Well, there weren't many people that thought we would be in a potential game-winning field goal situation just a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
Jacksonville had a 14-point lead before Joe Flacco leads the Colts all the way back, and here we go.
Just crazy. Just crazy.
And what is going through the mind of Cam Little, the rookie, 21-year-old kicker? They took him in the 6th round out of Arkansas. Remember, he did hit that 53-yarder in week 1 against Miami. But you got to consider, again, plant leg. It's a slippery surface. We've had rain here all day.
Wet conditions.
The operation's down. The kick by Little is perfect. And he's given Jacksonville the lead with 17 seconds left. And that is textbook kicking from a 21-year-old rookie. And that'll get you some street cred in that locker room.
Yes, it will. Trevor Lawrence happy and excited on his birthday.
And Archie, just consider what's at stake for Jacksonville. I mean, you talk about dimming playoff hopes.
Oh, they lose if they lost this game with a 14-point lead with 5 minutes left in the game. Oh, you're talking a disaster of epic proportions.
Right, all the headlines about Doug Peterson, Trevor Lawrence. What a kick by Cam Little to put Jacksonville in front. And this one sails through the end zone, so the Colts are going to have it at the 30-yard line. And now the only question, does Joe Flacco have any more magic left in that right arm?
I would double or triple team Alec Pierce. I would dedicate as many players as I possibly could if I'm Jacksonville.
Matt Gay has hit a 58-yard field goal twice in his career. He did it last in November of 22. Can they get him a chance? With 17 seconds, they're out of timeouts. Flacco over the middle, deflected and incomplete. Intended receiver was Downs right at the 50, 12 seconds.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Anything in bounds, and I just don't believe you're going to get a chance to spike it. So we've entered miracle time right now if you're the Indianapolis Colts.
Joe Flacco, 33 of 44, 359 yards, 2 touchdowns in the quarter. He's got 3 on the day. Flacco running for his life, sacked. It's Walker.
Again.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars win it